Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty kind of crazy news going on over here when it comes from Xbox, where it seems like Xbox, number one, actually has a really cool big update when it comes to being able to go and play and do cool stuff with Discord and other various things, but as well also some kind of somewhat concerning news too as well. So I kind of feel like for these videos, I don't ever want to be too negative, so we do a little bit of positive, a little bit negative, but it does kind of seem like the Xbox Series S actually may have been an actual cause for a massive delay in one of the more anticipated games out there. Now, Baldur's Gate is going to be a pretty big game, at least in my opinion, and apparently it's not even allowed to be even played as of right this second due to some big technical hurdles delaying the game on out. So we have a lot of stuff to go talk about, things to go break on down, so make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have all the how links down below for our Samsung promotion hashtag ad for that stuff down below, so check on all the brand new tablets and all that good stuff too. And of course, leave the thought and comment. We'll be live up on Twitch if you guys are bored, and let's dive into the video itself. So first and foremost, let's go kind of over this big kind of good news into then next bad news, where Discord actually now has a brand new integration when it comes to Xbox, where Discord will soon allow you to stream Xbox games directly onto the platform itself. It'll be available to the first and foremost the Xbox insiders to go and test on out and see, but it does seem like that to Discord today announced that it will now allow Xbox owners to stream their games directly onto its platform, a feature that was previously exclusive to PC and mobile users. I've actually done this before, and it's actually very nice. You get a chance to play games, watch movies, do whatever you want to go and do, and it's been all around really fun. I generally enjoy it. So in a press release today, the company confirmed they will allow Xbox players to feature their stream on their Xbox Series XS or Xbox One games through Discord directly. The new feature, like on PC and mobile, will enable users to stream gameplay on their Xbox games with their friends, whether it's a private DM, a group DM, or an entire Discord server. Those with subscriptions to Discord Nitro can stream their Xbox games, and Discord is up to 1080p resolution as well. So I like seeing this, it's just a nice little bonus thing, kind of brings a little bit more in hand and tune with PC, and as well lets you kind of do stuff like watch anime, TV shows, stream games, play brand new releases, help people with friendly games, or whatever it might go and be. Maybe just have your friends that are bored and want to see what you're up to, but they don't actually feel like playing games themselves. Although I'm very nice, so I do so much Twitch stuff myself. It's also kind of cool because they also have the voice integration too as well. But now, sadly, we have some kind of big news when it comes to the Xbox Series S. So there's a big game coming out as of today called Baldur's Gate, which I personally want to go and play myself, but it does seem like the Xbox Series S has a little bit of a caveat. There has been other prior basically game devs kind of talking about the fact that they almost have to be included on the Xbox Series S and X to make it so Xbox can sell their games or put it on Game Pass or whatever it may be. And that has actually also caused issues with some companies not even wanting to work on Xbox. If it was only on the Xbox Series X and, say, PC, it makes a lot more sense from that, but it seems like the Xbox Series S, with its kind of somewhat more limited hardware, not to shade against the Xbox Series S, that's just kind of a commonality for it, has actually been an issue because sometimes game devs don't want to downscale their games, or they don't want to pay the extra money, or they just don't want to have to make 4 different versions of the game, and it's been leaving some big issues. And that's why causing the Xbox Series S technically to delay the game until next year. So one of 2023's most exciting game releases is facing a major delay on the Xbox Series X and S thanks to a technical hurdle encountered in the development of the Xbox Series S version. If you're not excited for Baldur's Gate 3, I want to play it myself. Maybe I'll check it out throughout this weekend. You should be. The enormous RPG from Larian Studios will apparently take over 200 hours to complete in its entirety, putting the likes of even Persona 5 Royale and Dragon Quest even to shame. And it's a huge, big game. If you have a 200-hour-long game, it's going to be a lot of stuff. You have to download, SSD, everything in between. It's going to be a hardcore game. But it's also really good textures. Everything I've seen the map in a dialogue, in vocals, and everything looks very good. While Baldur's Gate 3 is set to release on PC and PS5 until the 6th of September, it's still unknown when it's going to hit Xbox Series X and S. Now, this is where the drama unfolds. This is because of an exclusivity deal either, as Pure Xbox reports, it has been confirmed that the delay is solely due to a problem with the Series S. Now, once again, this has been issues that other things have popped up before. Other people have had their games either canceled or not even made, or as well, sometimes Xbox did go and rise up a stink when it came to them just not having their games released. They want to make sure they can release on the Xbox Series S. It's almost a requirement depending what the game might be. So, they go and say, we've said many times in the past that the issue is getting split screen working on the Series S, which is taking more time, but is in progress. Michael Dowse, Larian Studios saying. So at least it is still on the way, not to be too negative, but once again, having a game delayed so many months just because of the Xbox Series S, as stated by the developers in general, is nuts. This is a huge technical hurdle, but we were unable to release the game on the ecosystem without this feature. And this is one of those things where, like, just to kind of not be too harsh on Xbox, I don't mind if they want to have something like tied in with it, like if they want to have it be released on the Xbox Series S, but at the same time, it's almost should be like the Switch, or maybe you get the game released on Xbox Series X first, because there's no exclusivity deal apparently for this one, so there's almost no reason not to, or say on like your Xbox Windows Store, because you get the money then, and then maybe over time you get the Xbox Series S. Like, you don't always have to do a dual release on these games to make it go and happen. So it kind of does make me a little bit upset, because I'm just more for advocating for people on Xbox. You could be playing the game right now if Microsoft was a little bit less stingent when it came to their rules, which is kind of annoying. So far from being exclusive, we have no exclusivity deal that prevents us from launching on Xbox. So like, this is confirmed by devs themselves. The issue is that technical hurdle. We cannot remove the split screen feature because we are obliged to launch with feature parity, and so continue to try and make it work. So basically, they have to basically try to make sure the game is released on the same vibe either way. And well, they're trying their best to, like, they want to make it happen, but because of that, it's actually causing delays as well. We have quite a few engineers working very hard to do what no other RPG of this scale has achieved: seamless drop in, drop out co-op on Series S. We hope to have an update by the end of the year. So basically kind of have some response over here too as well, where they have the confirmations with this. End of the year certainly implies that we're not going to see Baldur's Gate release in 2023, which is unfortunate, but at least it's happening at some point. This kind of has getting like some bigger issues too, because I mean, people are picking up on this deal because it stinks, because it's an accidental exclusive. And I'm one of those folks where I want the game to come out everywhere. That's why I kind of advocate, or sometimes even say bad things about Xbox or even PlayStation, like as well. I just want the games to be available for everyone. I just want everyone to go play this. And if you have Xbox kind of having a little bit of an ego, being like, yeah, we're Microsoft, give us, like, we want both. Make it happen to Xbox Series S and X. But like, why? Like, I understand they want, I respect them, because it's kind of them being nice to their Xbox Series S holders, but at the same time, if you could release the game on Xbox Series X and then release it later on the S, why not do that? Like, what's wrong with that? I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all, especially if it's not a Game Pass game, etc. And these are also open-ended devs. So these are not devs that have like a contract with Xbox or PlayStation. They just want to release the game. Like, it seems like PlayStation's like, here's our hardware, digital disc, it works out either way, go release it if you want it, which I do think seems a little bit easier for everyone. So yeah, these random delays have ruined it, a lot of stuff. So it is available as of right this second. And it does have like a slightly different, like, rollout as well. So PC does get #1, and I'll probably be playing up on PC myself. It just looks kind of fun. But it does kind of stink because they just haven't had a chance to go and have the release date over here too. So yeah, a lot of games have always kind of come out on different platforms, which is totally fine too as well. But it just stinks because a lot of these people, I just want to be able to go play the game too on top of us. Like, it is nice that they're working on it. It is nice that they're roll with it. It's basically like a lot of familiar classes and abilities for a basically high fantasy world, such as Dungeons and Dragons. And the original Baldur's Gate 2 was apparently OG. Like, I had never played the OG Baldur's Gates, but I've done Divinity. Divinity's always been really fun too as well. And everyone's been saying the reviews are good. Like, I saw initial impressions, I saw people talk about it initially. It looked and seemed pretty nice. But like I said, once again, it just seems sad because it does seem like this random Xbox ecosystem has been kind of basically thinking it's harder. As it is also likely due to maybe RAM. Although the Series X and PS5 have 16 gigs, the Series S only has 10 gigabytes, and once again, them having to go and have to be locked in is always a lot rougher. Running at a slower speed than the other consoles, which dramatically lowers its total memory bandwidth, and the Series S GPU is also significantly underpowered compared to the PS5 and Xbox Series X as well, which makes sense too. So it's just harder to run graphics, harder to run everything. Not to harp on Series S, it's meant to be the value console. It's on the same vein as like the Switch, although slightly better. But yeah, it just stinks. Like, it just stinks because we didn't actually go do this in the first place. And as well, they did say they were they have like this potential for them to require to limit the availability, scope, and quality of the games on Xbox Series S or X, which still stinks because a lot of folks are still debating on it. Like, it does seem like it's holding it back. Like, people are even saying, like, in other articles and people online, saying if you always have to do stuff for the Xbox Series S, it's like taking care of your younger brother. Like, you kind of feel like obligated to, but sometimes you're not gonna have the best experience, and it could be a lot better if you just went off on your own on the Xbox Series X. But once again, they are being stable, the Xbox Series S team, which is fine. But yeah, I don't know. It can kind of go either way. So many developers have been sitting in meetings for the past year, desperately trying to get the Series S launch requirements dropped. Boss of Studios VFX Otters Ian McClure tweeted at this time. Studios have been through one development cycle where Series S turned out to be an albatross around the neck of production, and now the games are firmly being developed with new consoles in mind. Teams do not want to repeat the process, which I completely also understand too as well, at least in my mind. So I don't know. Like, it kind of stinks because I think the Xbox Series S should be in the market. I think it's good to have, but at the same time, if it's running this like huge door stopper and you just can't really do too much with it, it does kind of stink. So I kind of want to hear your thoughts and comments down below. I also can't wait to check out Baldur's Gate, so make sure you guys check out the Samsung links down below with our Samsung partnership, #ad, with all the 3 links over there too. Check out the Twitter and Twitch. You guys are bored or probably live right now. Give me your thoughts and comments down below.